Leslie, what's 9 plus 10?
21.
Welcome into the 21st episode of The Roast of Us. It's the drinking episode. Partly because it's late as shit at night.
It is.
Because we procrastinated doing everything until, what time is it, like 11 o'clock?
It is 10:14 at night.
10:14 at night.
In our
Having
defense,
a little nightcap.
we were on vacay, so.
Yes, so
You're
we're
welcome.
rushing for you guys.
Yeah, honestly, you're welcome. You should be thanking me right now.
I'm going to keep drinking this whole episode, so might be the best one.
Shit might get wild over here. Cody, matters of business. First thing we have to do. We have 2, and I'm counting 2 Patreon subscribers. Shout them out.
We got Cheryl, and I'm probably going to mispronounce your last name. Guys?
Geese?
Something.
Correct us.
And the first one will forever be important to me, deep in my heart.
Number 1.
Johnny Salazar.
Yeah! Round of applause!
Thank you, Johnny.
Really appreciate
feels like a
it.
fun name, too. Johnny Salazar.
Yeah, I want to be that dude's friend.
He feels like a TV character.
Johnny Salazar.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He'd be in like a TV, like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and he'd be like a really cool, like, thief. You know what I mean?
Johnny Salazar almost gives the same, like, mouth feel as Joey Tribbiani from, like, Friends.
You've been watching too much Friends.
It almost
Either way, thank you, Johnny.
Thank you. I don't like that I said mouth feel either.
Mouth feels pretty weird.
That's right.
I don't like you saying anything about your mouth feel and another guy, okay? So why don't you keep your mouth and what it feels off of other guys, all right? All right. We really do appreciate the Patreon people, obviously.
No, that's awesome.
It's what's going to help us keep this podcast going.
I have a name for y'all.
Gosh.
I have a name. I ran this by the crew at the beginning of the episode. They hated it. I think it's great. The Pitmasters.
Moving on, we went to Denver. We told you
eye.
guys we were going to Denver, and we did. And I'm going to be, well, not just Denver. We went to Colorado.
So Jesus.
We went to Denver and Colorado Springs.
Yes.
It was a fun experience, I will say. I've never been to Colorado. It is gorgeous.
It was beautiful.
Genuinely, we went to the Garden of the Gods. We stayed at the Garden of the Gods Resort. Holy cow. That is genuinely a ridiculously beautiful place. And I would say one of the cooler hotel rooms we've ever been into. Just simple.
Yeah, that hotel kind of pissed me off before we left, honestly.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
They
were nice. They
were nice enough. It was fine. They irritated me only a little bit, and I'm not going to get into that because
Leslie
they really
gets
were
irritated
nice.
at all hotels, though.
Everybody makes me
Leslie
mad.
gets stressed out when we check out of every hotel we've ever been in.
That's true.
She's like, no, I don't like anything that's going on, which is very odd because it is the easiest experience. She's like, here's the keys and leave. But not for Leslie.
It overwhelms me. The thought of having to do anything like hastily or if like I'm on a time crunch or something gives me the most anxiety. I am the ultimate airport dad, and I have to show up to the airport like 4 hours.
Oh my God, and
before
we did.
my flight every single time.
And I cannot stand just sitting still somewhere. Like, so my problem was I was sitting in the airport because Leslie made us get there 3 hours early, and we were 2 hours. By the way, Denver Airport is incredibly efficient.
Well-oiled machine.
There was like 1 billion people there, and we got to the airport, walked all the way wherever we had to go, and were to our gate, which was across the airport, in 34 minutes.
Crazy. The largest airport in America.
I mean, it was a well-oiled machine.
Creepy-ass fucking airport.
So we're there 2.5 hours early. So I'm sitting here, sitting in this chair, listening to my book. And the problem I have is they're pointed at people. So I keep like making awkward eye contact with like random people, and especially this one guy. We just kept looking like right at each other's eyes. I'm like, oh my God, I hate that. And so we're sitting there for 2.5 hours, and I just have to like pretend like I don't know where to look. I'm just trying to like look randomly. I hate it. I don't know why. I hate sitting doing nothing in a crowd of people.
Stare at your phone like a normal fucking person does. What are you even talking about right now?
No, I'm halfway through the first Wheel of Time book.
Then close your eyes,
Ooh.
Pop, Grandpa.
That one's good. I'm liking it, okay? Sorry, we don't need to get it off. Leslie doesn't like that I have culture, and I don't just stare at my phone. I listen to a book. You
listened to a book.
I read it when I got home, but I didn't have the book with me because I didn't know I was going to be starting it.
Shut your mouth. Quick poll. We're going to get into the script and we are going to recap, but I do have a quick poll for the audience really quick. How did I ask this last week? I did ask this last week.
Yeah, you did. You're going to restart it.
I'm going to restart it.
Because she really doesn't.
I'm really mad about it. I'm mad about the 2.8 listening speed. I think it's fucking outrageous, and I will die on that hill. Moving on to our Colorado trip. I had a great time. I'm going to say it. I do think we were there for one day too many.
We definitely were. And
one too many days.
We love our life here in our little podunk, nothing to do town. Okay, I don't know how
let
else
the
to
people
say it.
that we have, the fans we have in text, kind of hear that.
Yeah, oh, dude, let me tell you, there's the best place in town. There's actually this new place in town that you can go play golf at. It's so fun and entertaining. We're sitting in it right now.
Fairways Golf, our first official sponsor.
They're not an official sponsor. I don't think you can sponsor yourself.
You can. Well, we're filming in the facility, so like that feels sponsor-esque to me. We need to get a Fairways banner up behind us. It'll be the Roast of Us podcast sponsored by Fairways Golf.
No, I don't like that. Because then I have to pay myself, and I don't like doing that. I feel like spending money even to myself if I don't like it. I'm cheap. Except when I'm not.
Because of
not
our
with
little
food.
bitty... Oh, my God. Because of our little bitty town, and the fact that we live in Texas and we're not used to ice or snow of any capacity, and we just don't, frankly, have the infrastructure for it at all. We actually had to change our flight. We were supposed to fly out Thursday of last week, if you remember correctly, and we actually had to change our flight to Wednesday because they were like, yeah, that flight Thursday's more than likely going to be canceled. You might want to change that now. So we went ahead and did. We flew out Wednesday morning instead, so started our trip a day early. And we should have just flew home on Sunday. Okay, listen, we did this train ride. We did the Royal Gorge train ride, and this is on me, and I'm going to take this as the L. It was kind of a flop.
No, it really was.
Unpopular opinion.
It was like an hour 20 drive to it, and
yes,
the drive was much prettier than the train ride.
I don't even know that the train ride would have been so bad if it wouldn't have been so outrageously fucking crowded.
Now, see, I'm a hater, dude. We went you were going 6 miles an hour, and you go 4 miles down this railroad track, and then you back down the railroad track.
It also didn't help that we were sitting on the shittier side of the
You shouldn't
side.
have what are we doing? We saw 3 things.
It
for
was really
quite
pretty.
a little money, to be honest with you.
It was expensive.
A lot more money than I would have. It was $100 an hour. No, more than that.
What do we pay total for the tickets? $300 something, together, which is pricey for a train ride that was not that exciting.
It was only 2 hours.
And then you had to pay for your food on the train, which was also very expensive for very mediocre food. And it's a touristy trap. I get it. It is a tour.
We're hating on it.
I didn't love it. So if you're thinking about it, maybe we went in a bad season. Maybe I'm just a general negative person, which is fair. It was just fine. I could have skipped it.
Do you want to know what I wouldn't skip, though?
What?
Weirdly enough, for a landlocked city, the seafood.
Oh, my God. So good.
The seafood was so
good. It was so freaking delicious.
What was the place we went to? We actually went there twice.
No, it wasn't salt water. Blue, bro.
I don't remember.
I'm going to look
what
it up.
It was called.
I'm going to look it up. You keep talking while I look it up.
First off, we had a fantastic waiter. I also don't remember his name. Sorry, man.
What a piece of shit.
If you see this, you probably won't. Maybe he will because, oh, yeah.
Tell the story.
I completely forgot. Yeah, that was embarrassing. So the one place we decided to go twice because it was so good and the service was incredible was the seafood restaurant. I recently had a video that went pretty viral.
Pause really quick. Side note, really fast. Blue Island Oyster Bar and Seafood. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes,
and,
it was Blue Island.
It was incredible. But we went there twice. But the first time we went there, I filmed a video that
you may have seen it.
Over 5 million views.
Does it have that many?
Yep.
No way.
Requesting a challenge to get my wife to give up some backdoor action.
Jesus Christ.
And, normally, nobody was around. We did the video real quick and left. We came back 2 days later because the restaurant was crazy.
And we came in for happy hour.
We
it was
really
just a great
don't
time.
normally go back to a restaurant when we're in a new town. We love trying it out. It was that good.
Yes.
And we got the same waiter, asked for him and everything, and then we sit down, and we start ordering a little bit. We're talking to him. He loosens up a little bit, and kind of mentions, he's like, yeah, I recognized the background of your most recent video. I have never. I am already uncomfortable enough. I am not meaning to be rude. If you run into us and I act uncomfortable or distant, it's genuinely because I don't know what to do with the attention that I get at times, which
It's so funny.
I appreciate. I genuinely do.
I have a story about that.
But yeah, this guy's like, yeah, and he's looking over at Leslie like, yeah, it's getting pretty close. How are you guys? And I'm like, oh my God, I have a waiter talking about if I'm gonna, go to town, enter through the back door. It's a podcast.
Nothing. Oh my God.
That sounded even on the podcast.
Oh my God, that's
that
so
sound
aggressive.
raunchy.
No, nothing.
Woo.
No, that's the thing about
I don't know
posting
if
on
I
the
should have said
internet,
that one.
and you shouldn't have. Anthony's gonna have to bleep that out. Sorry.
Leave it in.
Don't. Oh my God. That's the thing about doing what we do and the kind of content I think we make on the internet sometimes. Just the things we talk about in general, very candidly about our sex life and whatever else sometimes, is forgetting that other people know you in real life and
God.
actually see this that and I'm not like there's no anonymity there, especially when you have a recognizable face like you do, which is why it's so funny to me. We were in so another part of our Denver trip, we ended up going to the Denver Nature and Science Museum. Wonderful museum if you're ever in Denver.
11 out of 10.
So
My
it was
favorite part of the trip.
$25 per adult, so for $50, and we spent like 2 hours in there. The price to experience, well worth it. Was what I think my favorite thing. One of my favorite things.
We posted a bunch of pictures from there in the Patreon.
In the Patreon, so if you want to check them out,
It
subscribe.
was pretty cool. Leslie was absolutely fascinated with how big walruses and sea
Oh
lions
my
were.
God, guys. Okay, so these are listen. Okay, I'm not
Like
dumb.
she doesn't have one laying in her bed every night.
That's so foul. That's so
I know it's good when the producer laughs behind the camera. You didn't hear it, but I did. Thank
so
you.
shitty. No,
Good joke.
I have listened. I have seen like zoo animals. I've seen animals, obviously. Like I know how like a lion's big, elephants are large. I've seen gorillas and orangutans and yada 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 yada. Did y'all know that a fucking walrus can be 8,000 pounds? Bitch, what the fuck are you saying to me right now? Like, I wish I could describe to you. I wish Cody could like fully articulate the amount of pure like shock and awe on my face.
And
when
we
I
went
pulled up, I
through-
said, "You're fucking lying to me right now."
It just so happens that like there's a bunch of different exhibits and they weren't all in the same exhibit. And each time we went to the next exhibit of these like animals, it was the next size up, So her mind was just blown away in the first one. She's like, 3,000 pounds? That's crazy. The next
An
one's
elephant only
5,000.
weighs-
She's like, this is nothing. I can't even fathom this. And by the time we got to the 8,000, she's like, this isn't real. And I'm like, yeah, no,
Y'all
it's sitting right in front of you.
Y'all talking about fucking aliens. Look at a walrus. Think about the structural integrity
Whales
of that
exist.
bitch. That's also scary as fuck. I don't think you understand. What?
Hold on. Were you also about to say like a regular elephant only weighs like 5,000 pounds?
Okay. No, I was thinking a baby elephant weighs
Okay.
like 2 tons. And then that's why I shut my
Yeah.
big, stupid fucking trap.
I wanted to call her out on that because I heard her like mention elephant. I'm like, I've seen bulls that weigh 5,000 pounds.
No, I was blown away. Anyway, also, so we shut up. We're walking.
Okay.
We're walking through this exhibit, and we get to like the mummy, like ancient Egypt. Also, side note, I don't like that shit at all. I was really excited to go into the mummy exhibit and like see the Egyptian, architecture looking stuff and the art and the whole thing and the mummies. And then I got in there and it made me so outrageously uncomfortable. And not because I'm weird with death. Like that does not bother me at all. Like the gore or whatever of it.
She likes dead people.
No. Okay. Whoa. Pause. No. It felt so invasive and I actually I got icked out. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't like
Well,
that we're just
at
grave
first-
robbing these people. Leave these people alone and let them fucking rest, you weirdos.
It was pretty cool because you will go through and it's like the Egyptian, they have like mini builds
replicas
of like the, and we're like, oh, it's really cool. And then she gets this mummy and she's like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I wonder what the real mummy's like. And she reads, she's like, that's a real dead person. And she was like, I don't like this. I
don't like
feel
it.
invasive. We need to leave. And I'm like, all right.
I did. I had to
Fine
leave
with me.
immediately. Like a replica is one thing, and I do think the history of it and preserving history is whatever. You want to preserve history, people? Leave them the fuck alone and leave them in the ground. You paleontologist assholes. Stop
Wow.
No, yeah, I feel very strongly
We're
about
in.
this.
All
After I saw it, I was so outraged. I was so outraged. And I'm very much a person. I
I'm
told
gonna let
Cody
you
this
finish.
when I told Cody this when we were at the thing. We were going through like the health and human science whatever exhibit, and I was like, "Donate my body to science. I'm all for donating your whatever." But like, that's my choice. Those people did not want to be dug up. Okay. It's fine. I'm not personally affected by this, but it really does make me angry. So there's my take on it. Anyway, the point of the story is we're walking through the exhibit, and this very sweet woman, she's not a girl, this very sweet woman, they were from Montana. It was an FFA group from this little bitty tiny town of Montana. Also happened to be in Denver on their like senior class trip. Was very, very excited to meet us. I'm distracted right now. Was very, very excited to meet us. You know, getting kind of, I always love, and it's never lost on me that people have any desire or care to give a fuck about who I am, right?
ASMR. This looks good. Continue.
That feels so, what is the word I'm looking for here? This feels very intimate. And I'm not, yeah, you did that very, I don't like what's going on.
Wonderful.
Anyway, this sweet woman was very, very excited to meet us, do the whole thing, yada, yada, yada.
Keep going.
No, don't do that again. I don't fucking like that you're doing that. That actually just pissed me off.
What?
Just sit down.
I'm making a drink.
Stop it.
Why?
Okay, please stop. In the middle of my segment, I'll let you tell what your drink is. Please let him know.
I wasn't going to tell him.
No, too late.
This is my favorite new drink. My friend Mario showed it to me. It's a Jameson ginger ale with squeezed lime. I don't know why you made me say that. It's pretty simple. No, for me.
Drink.
It's for me. It's not like new to everybody. I know this is a basic one, but I like it. I'm going to drink a lot of it. Leslie got off topic, so let me read our notes.
No. I'm not off topic. No. Cody was so uncomfortable and so rude to this woman, I feel like.
I wasn't being rude. I just don't know what to say.
He, like, walked away. He's standing there and he's like,
Well,
and
Leslie was talking.
For somebody with such a recognizable face that uses that to their advantage to gain followers, to gain clout on the internet, it is very, very useful in what we do for the It is.
Like I died or something.
No, I'm
God
just saying.
gave it to me, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
You blame a girl with a fat ass?
Shut up. What I'm saying is somebody with such a distinct facial feature that obviously lends them more to being recognized in public. I look like every other fucking white woman on the internet, okay? You are very distinct. So you would think that you would not be so fucking weird when people recognize you in public.
Well, I try to do the best I can.
You just be gracious.
But at times, well, I did. I like introduced. I just don't, at times I get overwhelmed. Like if I feel like I'm not ready for it. Like, if I don't expect to be recognized.
Do you ever expect to be recognized?
Kind of, because you can kind of see it coming sometimes. Like, and I'm not saying it's a problem, but, like, you can kind of see somebody look at you, and you've never seen them before, but they seem like they've seen you. Like, they're like, and you're like, okay, I'm ready. I'm preparing myself. But when I get caught off guard, I don't mean to be rude, but I just don't know what to do. I start, like, panicking a little bit, and I'm like, hi, nice to meet you, I guess.
I would be interested in diving into that psychology, because you're such a confident, like, person in general, and you exude like, oh, I don't give a fuck. I'm so confident and I can do whatever and I'm so good at everything. And then like the fact that makes you uncomfortable is just because I don't get that way at all. I don't get uncomfortable.
No,
I'm like, this is exactly what I've been wanting for my whole fucking life.
Definitely not.
I love it here.
It does throw me for a loop. And I don't think that there's a like issue with people doing it. I'm all for it. Like I love it when people recognize us. Like fans have changed our life. Mm-hmm. You know, people who support us, it's incredible. But sometimes I just, if I'm not ready for it, I don't know what to do. I can
accept that.
You know what I mean?
think that's valid.
But
that's fair.
Other than that, I would say that I just poured that whole drink and now I have to pee. So this is our first break.
Okay. Ready?
All right, we're back. My bladder is drained.
Ew.
And okay, Leslie, you know what? Good,
because
so what we're going to talk about, we have a new segment, okay? And it's going to be the fight of the week.
Only
and what
one?
we mean by that
Just kidding.
is we pick a fight of the week that we genuinely thought about something, and then like later on, like you look back and you go, wow, we fought about that.
What stupid fucking idiots.
You know what I mean? And that's marriage, right? You're going to fight about the craziest, smallest things at times. Mm-hmm. And we legitimately, on our wonderfully romantic 10-year anniversary,
crazy,
started out day one with a fight that kind of like lingered for at least 3 days.
It's still lingering. You're still being a bitch.
Being a bitch. Okay, well let's break down the fight. Okay, let's break down the fight. My wife believes that just because you're in a hotel room, you can live in squalor for the days you're there.
That is so
She walks in the hotel room.
dramatic.
She tears her suitcase open and just sprawls it as far as she can. The whole time we're there, nothing gets put away anywhere. There's no, like, organization.
That is not true. That is not true. You liar. I, every other day, made sure to at least, like, try to keep my stuff around my suitcase.
Because of the fight. Because I am telling you, look, I set up a place for dirty clothes.
Shut up.
Hang your coats up. Maybe use the drawers they give you.
Listen, what kind of fucking serial killer Norman Bates psychopath motherfucker, okay? I feel strongly right now. Goes to a hotel room when you're going to be there for 2 days max in this hotel and unpacks everything out of his suitcase and gets the shitty-ass wooden big fat freaking hangers out of the closet and hangs everything up on him. You want me to do that? I bring too many outfits to do that. I can't do that because you're too busy hanging up your lady intimates in the closet.
I prefer to be able to walk in the night.
You could walk in the night.
No, I couldn't.
You can walk in the night.
No, I couldn't. You want to know why the fight started, guys? You want to know why? Because I literally ate shit.
That sounds like a you
in the middle of the night.
That sounds like you should look where you're fucking walking.
Because I could not get from where I was to the restroom.
You should look where you're walking.
It's dark. There's blackout curtains in that bitch.
Okay, here's my thing about it. Every day, all day, throughout my life, since I was 19 years old when I became a stay-at-home wife and mother, I am focused on maintaining some semblance of civility in my home. Okay?
And then she decides, who needs that anymore?
No, okay, I'm on vacation, bitch! I'm on vacay!
Oh my God.
I want to turn my brain...
They say opposites attract.
...off. The second I sit onto my seat in the airplane, I don't have to be in the seat of the airplane, I could just be in my gate, sitting there, waiting to go. My brain, fucking off, bitch. Everything that's important in life that needs to be done over the next 36 to 72 hours, however fucking long I'm gone, that's a you problem, my friend. I'm not dealing with it. I don't have to. As a woman, we take on... Shut up. I'm not done. We take on such a large mental load doing the maintaining of the household and the children and the whatever. I'm not saying you don't help. This is not a shot at you as a person.
No.
This is not a shot at you
4 years ago, you're allowed to make this big-ass rant. But let me tell you right now...
4 years ago.
Yes.
You quit your job
even before I quit my job. When we went 50-50 on pay, the first thing I told you was you're
so for the last
doing
year and a half
50% of the pay, and you're doing all that. I'm going to do 50% of all the other stuff that I wasn't already helping with.
So fine, a year and a half ago.
Let's be clear here. Okay, Leslie? I think you're exaggerating a little bit on your responsibility as a woman here, okay? I'm very progressive as a husband, okay? I do clean and take care of the children. I know who their teacher is. I know where they go to school. I know when they need to get picked up. I drop them off. Oh, yeah, come on. We split everything.
Where do we store the dish soap in the house?
Where do we store the dish soap? You act like I don't know. It's underneath the sink, and we have a little pump on the frickin' sink that I have to fill because you thought we had to crawl under the sink and unscrew the dish thing. All you have to do is pop the lid off, squeeze the soap in.
Guys, when I tell you... The first time
that I saw her dumbass calling me saying, like, you trying to fix a leak? Putting soap in there. Why are you you're dismantling the whole setup just to put soap in there?
No, the first time I saw that...
Any other bullshit tests you want me to pass?
I saw him on the top of the sink. He popped that bitch off and put the soap in, and I said... What the fuck is going on?
I'm telling you, dude. Any other bullshit tests? I don't think there's one thing that you know that I don't know as well. And vice versa.
Yes, there for sure is.
Okay, name one thing.
What are the names of the boys' GT
I knew you were going to say
teachers
I don't know the names. I could describe them. Hold on.
What days do the boys go to GT?
They go to GT. Well, it depends because they don't just go every single time all the same. But on Thursdays, they go to GT. On Tuesdays, they go to DI, which is kind of like GT. It's at the same building. I'm not going to tell them where. I picked him up from it today.
What are their GT teachers' names?
God, I'm not, okay. I knew she was going to say, because the second it left my mouth that I know everything, I was like, I don't remember those teachers' names. The two teachers, it's a taller blonde lady.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay. Do you know all three of their regular school teachers' names? You might know their homeroom. I think you know their homeroom.
I don't know the names. I know who they are, but I don't know anybody's names. You're
Cody is a wonderful. Cody.
I don't do. I don't do names, and you know it.
I knew I was just gonna make my point.
I knew. God dang it, dude. Hold on.
It's okay. Cody could ask me to. I don't know. You could ask me a question. Ask me a question about something you do. What's the login to our bank account? I don't fucking know. That's not my problem. I don't know. What's my credit score? No idea. That's a him problem. See, we have our strengths. And we have our weaknesses.
I just don't remember names. That is true.
And I don't know anything about our finances ever at any given time. Cody could be
also
storing all of our money in an offshore account.
Refuses to log in. Refuses to even get a debit card that she lost.
I did get the debit card. It took me a while.
For one account.
It took...
You have a whole nother account that you keep being like, oh, hey, transfer some money over to this or that, or do we have money in this account? I'm like, how do you not have like any idea of any? But she doesn't care.
My favorite...
Because it's not like I'm hiding information from her.
He could be, and I wouldn't know. That's not my problem. I don't care. As long as I can swipe that card like that, I don't care.
It's her money, too. That's the thing. It's not even like...
You know what my favorite thing to do to piss you off is? One of my favorite things I do that makes you... I know it makes you mad at the reason I do it, is I make sure to do it in front of people, is asking him to like spend money on stuff that I know you don't give a fuck about. Can I go get my nails done? And then he has to...
It's your money.
It's our money.
How did you do that? That is literally the perfect segue to our bit. I'm not even kidding.
I forgot we were doing
this. It is wild. Because we have literally written a bit that are things
bit.
that you do that annoy me that I kind of actually secretly like. And I'm going to be honest with you.
Is that one of them?
That might be one of them. A little bit.
You like it?
But only in front of certain people. Like at times, like in front of your mother.
Oh, that's my favorite.
She does it every time. And I'm like, I don't care what you do. Spend the money. It's yours. I don't care. She'll ask like, can I do this? And I'm like, don't do that in front of your parents. Like I control you. Dude, let me tell you right now.
So that's one of them? Is that one of your things?
Well, it's sometimes.
Okay, give me another.
I mean? Sometimes.
Shoot off another one too.
You got to tell me one.
Something you
got them off the top of your head. You didn't write them down?
No, I didn't write them down. I have like 55 I could do.
It's because I annoy you a bunch.
It's all you.
It's easy to pick. You're like 99 that I hate, 1 that I don't.
All right, something you do that annoys me that I actually kind of secretly like is you calling me like the most ridiculous, outrageous nicknames you can think of. Like the fact that you've been calling me Wesley Snipes since 2013. I actually now kind of get offended when I hear you call me Leslie. I don't like that you do that sometimes. My name is Wesley Snipes.
I do weaponize that a little bit too.
What?
You know what I mean? Because like at times I'll say something like that. She'll be like, nobody calls me that. And I'll be like, you want them to? Because I'm really good at just picking a nickname. And then I'll say it so much that everybody...
What did you call me the other day when we were in Denver? You called me something. It was like poopy butthole or something like that.
Jesus, no it wasn't.
It was something that dumb.
Oh, poopy butthole. Is that from, what's the...
Rick and Morty? Mr. Poopy Butthole.
All right. I'll give you one. I'll give you one. I had to write him down.
No, but he did say that. He said they don't call... I said, nobody calls me that. He goes, do you want him to? Give me a month. I said, that's so fucking mean because they will. He once rallied 1 million people on the internet to call me Princess No Peach.
That lasted for a while.
Those still linger, guys. And also Cody's wife. That still lingers in the fucking
that was a good one.
Depths of my comment section. It's horrific.
All right. Well, here's my first one that I had written down. Okay. Be wildly incapable at certain things. Like, I know you can't be that incapable at times, but I know you're just doing it almost to play the damsel in distress card almost. I'm like, yeah, it does annoy me a little bit, but also I'm like, yeah.
In what scenario? When do I act?
Like all the time.
The weaponized.
Like if I told you right now, like, hey, put that mic stand up.
I don't know.
Oh, how do you take it apart? How do screws work?
No, meanwhile, you could leave the house and you'll come home and I could have like reupholstered the fucking couch or something.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're
I
like,
know you can,
fucking liar.
but at times I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it for you.
That was like when I remember being pregnant with Aurora, and we had a 2-story like rent house we were in, and I'd asked you for like 2 days to move this mattress, you and your brother who was living in the house at the time, and y'all didn't do it. And so I made sure to wait until you got home from work that day and like be like in the middle of like moving it
hold
up the stairs.
I do want to be very clear. At the time that she's claiming like, oh, I just didn't do it.
You were working a lot. No.
Like 80, 90 hours.
But I was still mad, and I was pregnant. So like, there doesn't have to be any logic there. I was very.
That was
pregnant.
not one of those times that I was not
happy. I was very pregnant and very petty.
What's the next one for you then?
Okay, it's when I'm in the middle of doing something, like I'm in the middle of doing like something important, and you want to come and grope me, and I act like real overstimulated, and sometimes I am. Most of the time, I'm like, I still got it. You know what I mean? I still got it. Because I could look crusty as fuck, and he doesn't care. He does not care, which also kind of goes in this other one. Really
Sometimes I'll give her the double action.
No, honestly, it's the titty squeeze that pisses me off. That one pisses me off more than the butt slap. When you come, I'm like, stop fucking doing that. Yeah, I don't like that one. I don't like. But also
coconuts.
I
don't know why I said that.
Hairy? God, I hope not.
What would you want them to be called?
Oh,
what did I call them the other day? Breasts.
Oh! Don't call them breasts.
Should have called them titties like a normal man.
Karanka-donkadoos. Like anything other than
breasts.
All right. It feels so clinical.
All right. Here's my next one.
Okay.
Your unwillingness to drive.
I don't want to ever.
You know what I mean? She's like, I just can't. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I like driving.
You don't even like when I drive. So this one I feel like doesn't even annoy you because you hate when I drive.
You refuse to drive.
If I don't have to, I'm not doing it. That could be a little annoying,
but also at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I kind
of. But also, anytime I offer to drive, I feel like we fight about it because you don't want me to drive. Cody does not trust me to drive, which is crazy talk, by the way.
I just have to like pretend to be asleep.
I don't drive bad.
Oh, look, it's not you, okay? Anthony, okay?
He's right over there. I don't drive bad.
The one time that I honestly thought I was going to die, Anthony was driving a car, okay? And I screamed like a bitch, okay?
I love it.
To the point, like genuinely, we both like looked at each other afterward and we're like, whoa, that just happened. Because we're driving 75, 80 down the interstate. We used to work together. This is when we used to go down the road to Hot Springs all the time. We're driving, and Anthony starts to get over, and there is a truck right there in his blind spot. And we like swerve out of the way. And I saw it, and we came. It was one of those moments, like genuinely, we were a hair's breadth away from actually being in a severe.
Hair's breadth.
Okay, let's say I almost died.
Crazy.
Okay. But we almost.
Did you die?
I literally went to tell him like there's a fucking truck there, and the only thing came out was, ah! And like we like both are like, oh, we like swerve. We're back in our lane, like stop for a second, and then he's like, the fuck just came out of your mouth? I was like, don't tell anybody. He told everybody.
As you should.
That was the story at work for a month.
I have one more.
Okay.
On this thing that I can like that I just thought of.
Wait,
off the top
I
of my
thought
head.
that was who's that? Oh, no, it was yours.
No, it was yours.
Yep.
Yeah, I have one. I just have one more. You don't have to have another one.
I
have one more. It's when I'm like we're laying in bed at night and we're watching TV or whatever, and then you flop over like onto your stomach and you like wiggle your back like that, and you're like scratch it, and that's my impersonation of Cody. Scratch it, and I act all annoyed. I can't breathe.
Super manly, if you don't know.
No, it's not though. But it's kind of like that. It's not that far off. And I act really annoyed because but really I'm like, yeah, no other bitch better ever fucking touch your back with her fingernails. I'll actually kill her.
That masseuse didn't that we had in Colorado. But I'm gonna be honest with you. This reminded me of this. I felt bad. Because this lady, about halfway through, she's like, I've told her like my upper back, and like, this is what it sounded like. About halfway through, She's in there. She's like,
But just put in the work. Did you tip her?
and she's like right in our, yeah, we tipped good.
Okay.
But literally right in my ear, and I'm trying not to laugh because like I know she's just doing her job and she's doing a fantastic job. But, dude,
wonderful massage.
she was breathing down trying to get those elbows in there, man. Oh, it was funny. Sorry,
You have
I know that
last
reminded
one.
me of that. You're not gonna like this one.
What?
You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like that I say it. I like that you're
Stop.
kind of a stuck-up bitch sometimes.
I am not a stuck-up bitch.
Just a little bit.
I am
Just
not.
a little bit. Not to like servers or like people in public.
I would never be that way.
But a little bit. You know what I mean? You like at the hotel. Little inconveniences. You know
But
what I
I
mean?
don't ever actually do anything about it. I'm never a Karen to anybody.
I know, it's just to me. And like in some ways I'm kind of just like, yeah. I don't know why.
What?
Like if you did it to somebody,
No, that's a super ick. That's
I
disgusting.
couldn't handle it. Like a little bit of the shit talking behind like people's backs when it's honestly not necessarily needed. Like it's not always that big of a deal, but I don't know. I think it's funny. I enjoy it. It's a little quirk you have, and I know that I'm the only one who sees it. So you're gonna be mad that I'm like, she's not like that to the
I was
people.
gonna
Like,
say,
if you do piss her off, she might be talking some shit when we leave. And like at times I'm like, I bet they didn't do anything. Let's relax here a little bit. But I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. Secretly,
I don't
it's
like.
not so
It
bad.
feels like I've been done an injustice. I will speak up if I need to.
Dude, if she doesn't come home, like, if I ordered 2 ranches and 2 buffalo sauces.
If I don't have both fucking buffalo
with her
sauces,
10-piece chicken nugget from McDonald's, she comes home and she acts like they shit in her fucking box.
it will ruin my night. And I'm so mad every fucking time because why don't you check the goddamn bag before you leave the parking
Now
lot?
it seems like you're doing it because now they're gonna hear it.
I don't care. That's fine. Hear it. Okay?
All right.
Listen. I'm not saying I'm not talking negatively
I love
about
McDonald's employees.
I know, that's what I'm
Please
saying.
do not shit
no.
in my box.
Okay, no.
She orders the nuggies. I order the
No,
chicken
I'm gonna
sandwiches.
shit in your chicken sandwich because
if we show up and there's a spicy chicken sandwich, remember I love you guys and you
That's
do
what
a
I'm fucking
wonderful
doing
job and you never mess up my orders. You can piss in her chicken nuggets.
No, I'm gonna piss in your
Okay.
fucking chicken nuggets and I'm gonna piss on you because you're the one that leaves my sauce.
I
It
am
makes
not
me want to
into
stab
that,
these fucking
okay?
pins into my eyes because all you have to do. I understand that like service workers forget things sometimes. You have 100 million fucking people going
I
through the
think-
drive-through every single
I
day.
think that
Nobody's
you should
perfect.
Slow down, okay? Because McDonald's offered a podcast $1 million. Okay, so McDonald's has
Well, until
never
they start
given-
offering me any fucking money.
Well, they're never
Okay.
going to now that you told them that their fucking service sucks.
No, I didn't. That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Dude, I would never eat at McDonald's again if I was you. I'm just kidding. There's like 1,000 people to watch this. But if there's one McDonald's employee from in
I'm
Texarkana,
saying it's your
dude,
fault.
you better not.
It's your fault. People make mistakes. Do you know what hurts even worse? Because it's supposed to be the Lord's chicken. Is when Chick-fil-A
The
fucks my
Lord's
shit up.
chicken.
Chick-fil-A is supposed to be the Lord's chicken. When they fuck my shit up, I get real mad about it. Jesus
They'll
must
sit
have
there
not.
and-
Jesus
they'll
must not
sit
want
there
me
and
to.
give you the wrong order and be like, "My pleasure, bitch."
Yeah. Jesus.
I've never had a problem with a Chick-fil-A.
Jesus wanted me to have those 4 Chick-fil-A
This is what I'm
sauces,
talking
and
about.
you were robbing me of
How
my
many
blessing.
of you guys have gone to Chick-fil-A and be like, "This service sucks"? Leslie over here, dude.
No.
She will. You say anything. She has an experience. Leslie has had an experience.
Oh, yeah, I
She's
fucking
like
have.
A little bit of a Karen.
Me,
okay?
I am not.
Then when she leaves, she won't do it in there. She'll look at the bag and be like, "Thank you so much. Oh my God, you're so pretty. I love your hair." And then like, that bitch didn't put my fucking sauce in the bag.
No, you know what's so crazy? You know what is so crazy is this is a couple months back.
Anybody who gets a compliment from Leslie from now on is like,
No,
"That bitch
stop.
meant
I'm
to
not
talk shit to me."
Regina. I'm not Regina George. Listen, I really am not. Cody, fuck you. Fuck your face. God, oh.
You did it. You're the one who brought up Chick-fil-A. You could have been like, "Oh my God, no, I don't see that." No, you were like, "Well, since you talked about it."
No, shut up.
let's
Because
go on
do you know
a
how I know
rant."
I'm actually like so nice, like to be disgusting about it? Is a couple months ago we went out to eat with Chili's at your parents, and it was like the worst experience that I had at Chili's. Like we sat there for like an hour, and they never
That was
brought my
rough.
they never brought my food out.
That
They
was
never
rough.
whatever. I apologized to them multiple times.
But when we walked to the car, she was
Oh.
like, "I wish I knew whose car that was. I'd stab their fucking tires."
I didn't.
You were so mad when we left, and you were like, take me to a Taco Bell because I'd rather eat fucking dog shit than nothing at all.
I don't like when people mess with my food, guys. It really makes me mad.
Dude, she gets so angry.
I get so angry.
Speaking of being angry,
So
let's move on before Leslie gets us canceled from all food establishment sponsors.
so hungry.
The TikTok ban.
Oh, here we go.
This one we can let's say it together. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck
you
your face.
bitches.
Fuck you, bitches. I'm learning Mandarin. Fuck you.
I have never been more proud, but also a little bit concerned with the willingness to actually jeopardize your data and maybe national security just to tell them, fuck you. You think we're not using a Chinese app now?
It is the metaphorical dumping the digital tea.
Yeah.
Into the
it's so
harbor.
awesome. Literally, like TikTok's a dangerous app. Why don't we go to an actual Chinese run app? Which honestly, fucking awesome. I
love it
yet.
over there. The vibes.
I will be posting. Okay.
Immaculate.
I am 100% looking for my Jackie Chan. My two favorite movies growing up were Rush Hour and Shanghai Noon. I have been wanting a Chinese partner for so
Cody,
freaking long.
this feels racist.
It's not racist. I'm not saying a Chinese slave or something.
Ah!
I want a partner, somebody to fight crime with, and I say witty jokes.
Okay, I like that.
You know what I mean?
I like the vibes. I get the vibes.
God, Jackie Chan's my hero. How could that possibly be
No,
racist?
that dude's sick as fuck.
He's my favorite actor.
No,
And he might be the most talented actor who's ever lived.
It reminds me of the other day we were talking about the TikTok ban, and I was looking through our Congress or our state
Yeah,
representative.
Leslie's like, who am I calling tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. Do I? I don't give a fuck.
Dude, I said I might run against this motherfucker.
Nathaniel Moran.
Don't play with me.
Count your This is not a threat. I'm not threatening to harm anybody physically.
We're threatening to overthrow.
You, Nathaniel
Moran.
Moran.
That might get us. Nope.
No, shut up.
Reword.
Nathaniel Moran of District 1 in the state of Texas. Count your fucking days, bitch. Okay? The audacity to be a man that talks about small communities, small town communities, and small businesses or whatever, and then to vote against the livelihoods of millions of fucking Americans. The audacity is disgusting.
Why are we banning things?
You say you stand for freedom. You were literally, I think, an ex-Army man, an ex-Navy, ex-Air Force. You're a vet that fought for our First Amendment fucking right. And now you want to vote to take it away?
But he at least fought for it.
Fuck you.
You know what I mean? No, I can't. I
called your office and left a strongly worded message.
I take back the fuck you, but I swear to God I might run against you. I'm not even kidding. You better not try me, because here's my thing. I'll run the same way that they run nowadays. Let's go. You sling some mud. I don't care. I got nothing to hide.
This is not Cody announcing a political campaign.
It might be.
Oh my God.
I swear to God, if TikTok goes down, I'm probably going to, I swear I might run for office.
Stop. We just had this whole bit talking about fuck you, Nathaniel Moran.
To not let him rerun.
Mama, a Fox News segment behind you. You see, we're going to end up on fucking Fox News talking about shitting.
You know what? I don't care.
I actually
don't. It's so not political. I don't even care what side of the aisle you're on. I don't care about any of that. I care about the fact that if you're willing to take away freedoms of Americans, under the guise of there's a possibility
that China
something could be bad.
may or may not do something that hasn't been, there's no evidence to show that has happened. They say there's evidence that they're like, oh, we don't know, you don't know what we know. Fuck off.
Yeah, that was my thing. They were saying that a year ago, you don't know what we know. And then everything came out publicly. It's like, no, we do know what you know.
How about suck my ass?
You guys are just fucking assholes, and you got paid by Meta. You know what I mean? And that's the simple part of it.
Fuck you.
I do love the fact that Red Note happened, though.
Oh, I think it's awesome. I love it over there. The vibe's
I don't
immaculate.
actually know what it's called. I think it's the Red Book or something. I don't know why. Where did Red Note come from?
I don't know why we're calling it Red Note. It's Little Red Book is what it directly translates to.
I have tried to post and do certain things, and it'll just give me a bunch of Chinese writing at the bottom. I'm like, well, fuck. Mandarin. I don't know if that's yes, no, that didn't work. Fuck you. I don't know what it says, but I'm like, all right, try again. We'll do something else. I tried to upload 4 things.
Here's my take about this. As an American on this country that I have been blessed to be born in, if I want to, not even that TikTok has done anything, it's not even a Chinese fucking company. That's a thing. If I want to consume Chinese propaganda, that is my God-given right as an American to do so. You, as the United States government, doesn't have the fucking right to tell me what I can and can't do. Fuck off. What I can and can't listen to, if I want to.
Hell yeah. Dude, I will say.
Victory screech. I want a fucking American Eagle in the background right now. That. I'm so angry. I'm so over it. And it's so beyond the fact that it's
Okay.
just.
To
It's
take
fine.
it back down a
I'm
notch,
sorry.
though,
I
to
got
be
real
honest with
heated.
you.
I'm going to get real mad.
Honestly, let's be clear. I don't think there is that big of a chance that this goes bad. I do think that we'll be okay. I think that there'll probably either be a stay. I think that, and by the time this comes out, we'll
have an answer. We should hopefully have an answer. I would imagine
by then. But there'll either be probably
TikTok
a
could
stay,
be
or
black.
even if it goes dark for a while,
Yeah.
it'll come back up. I genuinely think it will. But if not, Anthony will put up
All
links
of our
to
links.
everywhere that we're posting. We're not going to stop posting content. We're still going to keep doing this. Because let me tell you right now, if you think I'm going back to 9 to 5, no. I will just simply find out how many of you nasty little freaks want to pay $5 for my butthole. Okay? I'm not going back to a regular job.
Not mine.
Right?
I want that very, very clear. We're not talking about my butthole.
No, we're
you
talking
fucking
about my
weirdos.
hairy ass. Okay? I don't care. Let's get at it. I mean, well.
So, okay. Subscribe to the Patreon. Thank you for watching the roast of us.
Little
We
bit
will
much there.
see y'all next week.